And yes, there we go. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? It's me, Nigel. Heather is in the process of getting some other stuff filmed and shot and modeled and all that for. Oh, here she is now.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, as I mentioned in the description, I'm going to be popping in. Hi, by the way. I'm going to be popping in and out because I want to shoot some more supplementary footage of Trinity by Wigs Forever because Victoria, who is one of our affiliates, requested that I do that one next.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that video in another room. I will be popping in and out throughout this live stream to show you what it looks like in, like, basically every time I switch to a different color, I'll come in and hang out a little bit and show you what it looks like, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so Heather, my sweet, is going to be in and out during this for most of this broadcast. We are working our absolute butts off here to get stuff filmed and photographed and the web pages built for the Hair Kitty site and get everything organized and ready for sale and delivery and all that other good stuff. So yeah, it's male anatomy to the walls for those of us who have male anatomy. So yeah, we're doing a lot of good stuff here, and more on that in a moment. Let's have a look at some comments. Who we got? And I definitely know we've got Sheila in here. Yep, Sheila. Hi, Sheila, up in Canada. How's the weather up there, by the way? I know that sounds like a horrible, lame conversational gambit, but we've actually had snow down. We've had snow a couple times down here in Georgia already. Snow in Georgia, for Pete's sake. So yeah, it's I can only imagine how bad it must be up there. Let's see who else we got here. Cheryl, hi Nigel. Looking forward to being with everyone. Hi Cheryl, how you doing? Terry, hello Terry. Who else we got? Victoria Janice, hello. Guess what? I think we're just talking about you. Yeah. Faith, hi, good to see you too. I just love that hat. Oh yeah, we're talking about. Heather says from the next room, can't say we were talking about you and not saying about what we were talking about. Well, we're just talking about what you said about doing the next brand model of wig that's going to come out. So Heather is off shooting some stuff for Trinity. Then she'll be popping in throughout the broadcast and showing off what we've got. Let's see who else we got. Dun. Right, Ola to you too, Tina. Can't wait to see Nigel in the new wigs, but you're gonna have to wait just a few minutes because I've got a couple other bits and pieces to get to first before we get to the main event. But stick around and you will. No worries. Let's see, Barbara. Hi, everyone. Snowy evening in northern Michigan. Yeah, I can imagine. Just get some pasties down your gulp. That'll help keep you warm. Hi, Jamie. Let's see. John. Hi, John. Thanks for bringing those wigs back. By the way, John helped bring some the Trinities back so we could do this so Heather could do this whole thing. So thank you to John. Hello, Liz. Good to see you again. Aurelia, salvete amici et amiche et Nigel. Is that, oh, Latin, sorry. Well, yeah, probably pronounced much like modern Italian. So, and I forgot what I was going to say. All I can remember in Latin right now is stercus moriturum sum, which means, oh shit, we're going to die. Yes, I'm thinking upbeat thoughts, Heather. No, it's a quote from Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Fantastic. Gorgeous today. Sorry you got snow. Yeah, we didn't get much. It was just enough to make things to make it so that we figured we'd best not go out to dinner last night. So we stayed and ordered in and gave the driver a huge tip. So yeah. Windy as heck here in Northern California. Isn't it always, though? Mary! Hi, Mary. Elaine says, we're only making plans for Nigel. Do you know what? That song came out in the 80s, right? I didn't actually... People kept singing that at me for, from like 1992 onwards. So yeah, and I actually didn't hear the damn song until like 2003. So for like nearly a decade, I had people singing that song for me. I'd never heard it before. And then by pure coincidence, I happened to be in the break room at my old place of work, the casino, and the music video for that came on. And I thought, oh, that's what it's all about. Okay. Well, that's a bit sinister. Glad your hair is ready to go under the wigs. Yeah, Heather helped pin it back for me and down and all that. And I feel like a walking metal detector spasm in the making. Fantastic. What do we got here? Wig Daisy's Hair Garden. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hi, Daisy. How you doing? And hello there, Apollonia. And Kathy, I know you will look fab in royal velvet. Thank you. Well, I've got quite a few here, actually. Let's see. Snow is absolutely not approved. No, I know exactly what you mean. Helen says, happy Saturday, you all. Yep, happy Saturday back at you. Ordered Piper and Indigo Swirl the other day. Have you got it yet? And are you enjoying it? That's the important thing. And Sean, hey Sean, I don't know if you made last week's live stream, but we talked a lot about our friend Sean and why she is a great friend. And Sean, if you weren't watching it, go back and check out last week's live stream and you'll blush. Also, anyone else who's interested, go back and check out last week's live stream and find out why Heather and I just think the world of Sean. I'm not going to go into it now, but she is aces. Cheryl says, my building has been without water for 3 days. Bloody hell. And my city has a lot of power outages from last night's windstorm. Bloody hellfire. That sounds dreadful. Man. Susan says, hi, everyone. Oh, let's just to go back here. Cheryl, I really hope you get water and power back on soon, because that is just horrible.
I thought I'd pop in for a second before I go.
All righty.
Put a Trinity on. And so who was without water? And I want to say hi to Sean. Hi, Sean.
Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Holy crap. Oh, my goodness, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And I bet it's hard to get bottled water even in that kind of situation, because when it goes on for days on end, everyone makes a run to the store. Yeah, yeah. Boy, well, we hope that gets resolved for you quickly.
Yeah, we've had that happen to ourselves a couple times. You know, not me and Heather as a couple per se, but we have had that happen, you know, separately to us from living in Ohio and other places.
Here, so I can actually sit with you once in a while.
All righty, that sounds good. Let's see. Carmen says, hi, Nigel. Glad I made this live. Hi, Carmen. Glad you made it myself. I'm seeing loads and loads of comments coming. It's absolutely heartwarming and marvelous, and glad to see so many people coming in here. All right, looking forward to the wigs. Not much longer. Not much longer.
Yes, I'm going to go put a Trinity on right now, and I will be right back. So as I mentioned at the beginning, in case you missed it, I'm going to be popping in and out throughout this live stream because I'm kind of like at the exact same time shooting some supplementary footage for Trinity. The folks on Patreon know all about it, but my time is like micromanaged down to like the second right now. Yeah. And so I'm kind of trying to kill two birds with one stone. And Nigel has graciously offered to be our handsome principal model for all of these delicious sneak peek, royal velvet pieces, including some that will probably be listed on Hair Kitty Kitty probably before the end of this week. It's something John's actually working on right now, so I know John's in here. Hi, John. Yeah. Everyone's waiting with bated breath for that to be finished. So I'm going to go throw a Trinity on. I will be right back. All
righty. In the meantime, let's go through here. Elaine says, is there going to be a wig that looks dark brown until the light catches it and it's deep purple? Now, that is an interesting idea. That is
Ravens and Roses is very close. There's actually purple in that.
Right. Heather says Ravens and Roses is very close because there's some purple in there. If that's any help whatsoever. Aurelia says anxiously awaiting Danica and Ravens and Roses. Oh yes, we're working on those. Sarah says hello from chilly UK. Yeah, my mom says it's getting quite cold there as well. So I mean, how chilly are we talking? Have you had snow in your area yet? That's the big thing. And in case you haven't seen it yet, Sean is our heroine. Says this fine young lady here. And Sean immediately, oh, I missed it, hun, but I'll check it out tomorrow. Love you guys. And we love you, Sean. And now, because of last week, all of our fans and viewers love you as well, because you're amazing. It's been interesting being back in the 19th century. Oh, tell me about it. Oh, that reminds me. Townsend's videos. Good stuff. Very good tips on how to survive in frontier conditions, I would say. Aurelia says, I have a color question that might not be appropriate here, but just in case, will you have more smoke show rooted pieces and that unicorn swirl as well? Yes, I can say that for certain, because last week I went to the warehouse and pulled out about 70, 75, 80 pieces of all different color wigs and all different models. And yeah, we've got more unicorn swirl and we've got smoke show on the way. I've photographed some of them. I need to photograph more, and that's going to take a while, but we're working on it.
Can we trade spaces for just a couple of minutes so I can show what this one looks like? I'm not even going to sit down right away because I just want you to be able to see it first. This is Cheerwine Sangria, by the way. It's very dramatic in Trinity because Trinity is 30 inches. And I've been dying to wear this t-shirt, so I figured today was like a perfect day. Hi. Oh, man.
That's the Cheerwine Sangria.
This is Cheerwine Sangria. I'm going to get a little closer so the light actually hits it. And I'm not wearing any, like, prosthetic stuff on my face, so no trainer bands or anything like that today. And not even any Botox. It's completely worn off at this point. So this is just makeup and me. So let me lower this a little bit. This is quite a dark color, so I'm going to crank up the light just a smidge. So you can see some of that red. This one also has just a teensy weensy little bit of violet in it as well, but it's not as dramatic on that level as the Ravens and Roses is. The highlight on Ravens and Roses is pretty intense. Deliberately. So here, let me back up just a bit.
Jamie says, my husband loves my Cheerwine Sangria.
Yes.
Faith says, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Daisy says, the earrings. Love.
Thank you.
Carmen says, gorgeous. And Faye Ray says, woo, lovely, no apologizing for being beautiful.
You are so nice. Thank you.
Well, you are deserving.
Here is the back, and I'm looking at Nigel's monitor to make sure that it's actually all showing, because
yep,
at 30 inches, it's a little hard, because if I back up too much, the light won't hit it.
Yeah.
So
Tina says there's definitely a color difference between phone and TV. Oh, yeah, you'll get that with different settings and different types of screens. So, Victoria Jeannie says, add to cart.
Yeah, this is, I had to start with this one because I think this one and the Mermaid Kisses are my favorite colors for this style. Though it does look pretty rad in the prismatic ebony too.
And Kathleen says, OMG, Heather, stunning color.
I love this color.
Yeah, somehow I kind of knew Kathleen would like the red one. Right? Going out on a limb here.
That's all right. She's got good taste. So.
Well, yeah, of course she does.
I love reds too, except she looks better in more of them than I do. I tend to rock the brunettes a little harder. I keep trying blondes, and once in a while they'll work. I think Beach House, for example, works on me really well.
Yeah, that's a decent one.
And I designed it that way. Because I'm used to blondes being like close but no cigar, and I was like, I have kind of a rosy tint to my skin undertone. I would like a rosy tinted undertone blonde, and that's how that came about.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Trinity, Cheerwine Sangria,
all
big,
right.
long, wavy, luscious, and red.
It's red, yes. I'll turn around one more time and then.
It's not red, it's red!
Exclamation point.
Yes.
Oh, I should probably show you guys some of this lace too.
Alrighty, go for it.
The lace front is here. It's a little thick, but that's so that you can customize it if you want to, but you don't have to, and it's already pre-cut, so you don't have to trim it or anything. And then there's the part. So it does have a monofilament side part, and it's a really generous side part. I tried to make sure all of the Wigs Forever lines, the side part it gives you a little bit of flexibility. You should pretty much keep it where that monofilament area is. And be careful not to part too extreme to one edge or another of the mono part. I always say that when I talk about mono parts in my reviews, and that's because if you go too far over, you'll see the seam through the lace, and you don't want that. But as long as you stay within bounds, you have a little bit of flexibility to change the part on these. So, all right, does anybody have any questions before I head off into the other room for a couple minutes?
Faye says, now that's a lovely belly dancer's wig, says the former performer who may have to kit up again just to wear that.
Oh my gosh, if you do and ever decide to put it on social media, please share it because I want to see it very much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in awe of people who have, that kind of isolated muscle control, because as an Aspie, I'm amazed that I can stay upright most of the time. I'm so doppy. I run into walls. I'm bruised all the time because I'm constantly hitting things because I have no depth perception, I guess. I shouldn't say that because they might be like, why are you driving? But no, I actually, knock on wood, have a really good driving record. It's just when it comes to my personal space, I am so clumsy.
Well, it's funny you should say that because Aurelia says, oh yes, I thought the same thing. I used to teach belly dance and it would work. Excellent. Terry says, such a beautiful color. Carla says, hi everyone.
Hi Carla, and thank you for the compliment. I love this color very much.
Oh, so do I.
And you can tell I have a hard time not playing with this hair because it's so long that I just keep wanting to flip it and play with it. So that's part of the reason why I have to reshoot some of these videos, because in the video I'm going through all of it and you can't really see the hair very well.
Well, Shauna says it's really beautiful.
Thank you. It looks fabulous in braids and stuff too.
And Tina says it would look fantastic in indigo swirl. Hint, hint. I'm
developing a version of indigo swirl for this line, so we'll see how that goes because I would love that too. I love blue done well, so I'm glad you like that color too.
And Faye Ray says she will, but she can't skate to save her life.
It's like we have different superpowers. I should give you a little bit of mine so you can skate, and I'll take a little of yours so I can actually move my hips like Shakira, and then people will think I'm super duper honest because her hips don't lie, and then neither would I. See, transitive properties of Shakira-ness. Okay, on that note, I'm gonna head over to the other room and film the little blurb about this. So if you watch the video on Trinity when it's done, you'll be like, oh, I remember that look, and this shirt hopefully, and you'll be aware of the fact that you were a part of that. So I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay, good stuff.
Do you need a hairnet, by the way?
No, I've got one.
Okay, good.
I've got one. I'm just not starting with it, so
Do you think I should give you a wig grip? You have one.
I don't need a wig grip.
All right, but if you do, you have one. Okay.
Right. Thank you, my treasure. Right. Let's see what else we got here. Dum 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 dum. Right. Okay. Well, Kathleen, going down the comments. Kathleen, hi. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. I'm Aspie, bad driver's record. Love that long wig. Well, I'm glad you like it, Rebecca, and welcome aboard. We're very Aspie friendly here. Let's see. Yeah, so, right. Look up a gal named Rachel Bryce for Faith Brown. She's one of the best and one of my previous teachers. Oh, I think we can look that too. And Elaine says, did you know the expression knock on wood came from druids knocking on trees to beg favor from tree spirits? Well, that sounds fascinating. Stacy, hello, Stacy. Right. Ha. I used to take skating lessons when I was younger. Yeah, I used to roller skate a bit when I was younger, and then those roller blades came in, and I thought, nah, I'll break my ankle if I try that. So I kind of gave up on it. Haven't really skated since. Okay, then, let's see. Figure we should just mention this. There is going to be a little code here, a 30% on Trinity or any wig in Royal Velvet or on hairkittykitty.com. Code is Nigel, and it ends Sunday at midnight. This was Heather's idea, not mine. So, yeah, this will be 30% off Trinity or any wig in Royal Velvet R. And Heather wants me to assure you that if you have, if you've got an affiliate code and are linking people through this, don't worry, you'll get your you'll get your percentage. Don't worry, even if they use that code. So that's not a problem whatsoever. All right, that's good stuff. Now then, let's see if we've got here. Hello, Kenny. Glad you could join us. Excellent. And what else we got here? Just a little heads up. Our streams are usually a little tipsy, which, yeah, I'm going to get to that right now. Drink of the week, Caravella Limoncello. Just that, because why not? And I've also got some hint waters for hydration, so I'm not going to be completely blotto. But yeah, bought this stuff because Liz Lyons got us interested in having some limoncello, and we found this down at the local booze emporium. It's imported from Italy, produced and bottled by Sperone SPA, and it's 28% ABV. Now, theoretically, you could mix this with mixers and all that, but we don't really have much in the way of mixers. So I'm just going to drink it neat out of my little Decepticon shot glass. Bloody hell, that's good. That is absolutely fantastic. So I know Liz makes her own, but we're pressed for time, so we bought the Caravella Limoncello already bottled. Ah, that is really nice. Liz says, I think I'll pour a jigger for myself so we can be drinking buddies, Nigel. I like that idea. I like that idea. Wassail, drink hail, skull, mud in your eye, etc. All righty. And yes, it is yummy, Tina. Trust me on that one. Always, always, always. This is my motto, one of my mottos. Always trust a well-traveled fat man when it comes to food and drink. Oh, yes. All righty. Now, a little bit of bookkeeping stuff before we start to the main thing. If you haven't done so yet, okay, we've got a live stream from 2 weeks back. I've got a link down in the description below that you can find. We asked people to send in some comments about what kind of wigs they'd like to see, what they'd like to see us make next, perhaps. And if you see a suggestion in there that you really like, then please, by all means, vote it up with your thumbs. You don't necessarily need to chime in as well, but if you see something that you know you already like, give us a vote up so we can help tally what can be made next. So those votes really do help, and they will, like I say, really help determine what our next little project might be. So all being well, we can get on with that and start churning out some nice stuff that you folks will like. Okay, get a few more comments before we get on to it. Sharon says, hello, Nigel. Hello, everyone. Sharon in Florida. Hello, Sharon. How's it down in Florida? What's the weather like there? Has it snowed yet down there? Sent Anni, since it's Italian. Ah, fair enough. Good stuff. Let's see. Elaine says, I could go suck on a lemon. I'm there in spirit. Well, you know, get a good enough lemon. That's all you need. And one of those big Sicilian ones. And yes, Aurelia, I have tried Kraken. I'm from pirate country. I have tried lots of rums. And my absolute favorite has still to this day got to be Ronza Capa from Guatemala, especially the Centenario or the the Sistema Solera 23. Those are just so smooth. They're magnificent. Faye Ray says, I'm releasing the Kraken tonight. Yeah, good stuff. And it's really good in eggnog, too, I find. Love lime, too. Yep, so do I. All righty, then. Let's continue, then, shall we? Let's see. Where are we? We've done the drink of the week. We've done the bookkeeping stuff. Now, then, tonight's main topic, Royal Velvet R. Okay. Now, I've got over here a pile of wigs in Royal Velvet R. And I'm going to go from, you know, roughly short to long on that. The little slug of limoncello. Oh, smells magnificent. So let's find out what we got then, shall we? Oh, what's this? It's cold for southern Florida. I can imagine. I was once down in the Keys one day on a biology trip many, many years ago, and it got down to below freezing, and that was unexpected. Thankfully, it warmed up, but it was a bit of a cold shock, I must say. And Apollonia says, going to be 40s in Southwest Florida. Ugh. That does not sound like fun. Watch out for falling iguanas. That's all I can say. All righty. We'll start with Poppy in Royal Velvet R. Now, all these I have photographed. All 8 wigs I've got here, I have photographed at some point. We're just waiting. If they're not already up on the site, because some of them are already up on the site, we have yet to make the web pages for them, the shop pages for them. But all of these have been shot. John just delivered one which we overlooked, Grayson in Royal Velvet R. And if all goes well, then when Heather comes in to do her bit for the next Trinity, then I might be able to slip out and bring it in and show you folks. But this is Poppy. Poppy in Royal Velvet R, in case anyone wants to know. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I've not worn one of these before, so I'm already snagging in the pins. Right. In the name of Algoroth. There we go. Oh, I've already got a run in it. Marvelous. Okay, something like that. Something like that. How do I look? Don't answer that. I get the feeling my head is a bit big for these. Well, I try to be, Faith. Thank you. Faith says I'm a good sport. Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to be. Heather asks how it's going. How do you think it's going? Working on it, my sweet. The pins keep snagging on the thing. I'm not used to putting these on yet.
Would you like some help?
Yes, please.
All right. Hold on, let me fix mine a little bit. Okay, so the thing you gotta do, and I'm glad that you kind of ran into this snag, honey, because this is a common thing, you know?
Yeah.
Help me push your hair under the hairnet, if you would be so kind. Okay, now make sure this is tucked behind your adorable ears. You might want to take your glasses off for a second.
My gorgeous shell-like ears.
Make sure this is in the right position. Okay, we're good there. We're good there.
All right.
So, Poppy, I take it?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so first thing you need to do is make sure you've adjusted it all the way out, which you have. Good work there. Okay, so
I didn't actually do that. I just left it the way that's the way it came in the package.
Oh, good. Just take the credit. I was going to give you credit for it. Okay, so I'm also wearing a Poppy, by the way. This is in Smoke Show R. I wanted to show you guys what this looked like because it's really cute. All right, I'm going to need you to lend me your hand, honey, because I think this will be easier if you just hold your hand, kind of like, no, yeah, wait, stop what you're doing. Yeah. And here, yes, there, hold on. I know it feels weird, but just bear with me for a second. I need you to hold this part of the wig. Hold it. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. You gotta go over those bobby pins. I wish you would have left your glasses off because I asked you to take them off.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I gotta find the ear tabs. Here we go. I got the ear tabs, but this is gonna be painful if we do it this way. So I gotta take it back off of you. Okay. Because that's the thing with the bobby pins. If we just try to adjust it when it's that off, it's gonna hurt you. Now put your hand back where it was.
Well, this is educational.
Right there. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure it's centered this time. And I'm determining that by the tag, okay?
Right.
And I'm positioning the tag at the nape first, and then finding the ear tabs. Okay, there we go. Now let go. Let go.
I'm trying to.
All right, now we need to adjust it. Does that feel kind of secure now, though?
Yes.
Good, good, good.
I think.
It's secure in the back. I mean, if you were at a wig salon, this is basically how they would instruct you to help them put it on you.
Uh-huh.
And then after you do that for a while and get used to what this feels like and the amount of force you need to use to get it to go on, I need to push that back a little bit because you're a dude. Yeah, there we go. Once you get used to it and that you don't need the assist quite as much anymore. But yeah, that's in the right position. This actually fits you pretty well, actually. You even have a little extra room back here.
Yeah.
So I'll let you do the rest of the adjustment. But how did that feel once we got it?
It feels okay now.
Yeah.
But a lot of hit and miss beforehand, and mostly miss.
That's right. That's why I'm here to help. But no, you did a great job. I mean, that actually looks pretty slick on you, all things considered.
I feel like I should be developing an app.
Get on that.
Speaking of apps,
we bajillionaires.
Speaking of apps, let's order some appetizers. No actual dinner, just appetizers. Sorry.
Is that a thing?
I like food. Yes, it's pronounced tapas.
Tapas.
It's pronounced tapas. Anyone who's a fan of the IT crowd will know what I'm talking about. Oh, and yellow and purple go together very nicely.
Yes.
Those are my high school colors. Complimentary. Right. Then we had a couple questions back here. Nairi asks, any suggestions for taking or shrinking the cap? My circumference.
Fix your hairline. There you go.
My circumference is fine, but my cap is spacious in the crown area. That's you had a video on that.
Kathleen made a very good how-to guide, and it's better than a video because you could literally print it out and follow it step by step, or just have it up on the screen and do it step by step without having to rewind stuff. She took still images to show you exactly where to cut, exactly what to do to get the cap to fit a little bit easier. And our wigs are actually very, very easy to modify. They're meant to be very easy to modify. So you don't really need any fancy equipment to do it. Literally just, and no one's going to see it because it's on the inside of the cap, most of the stuff you're doing, which should let you breathe a sigh of relief. You don't have to actually style the hair or anything to make this work. But the way she does it, she cuts a couple of wefts out at the back of the crown and then just sews the wig back together. And it's really easy. It works really well. And that is up on hairkittykitty.com. It's like the first blog post, I think, is actually that article by Kathleen.
There's something about the way this hair is falling that makes me think I should be talking to people about tattoos.
You need more tattoos for that.
I also need bigger eyebrows, pointier eyebrows.
I mean, I've got makeup for that.
I know you do, but there's enough assault on my manhood with these wigs as it is. We'll save.
Whatever. You're approving just how secure you are.
I'm very secure in my manhood.
I think everyone is giving you a round of applause, at least in their heads, for being such a good sport about this, honey.
Well, there have been a lot of comments to that effect.
That's right. Blazing a trail is what you're doing. Because literally there are a lot of guys.
For the trail we blaze.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys who aren't even like what you would consider trans presenting or anything like that. They're like cis guys who lose their hair and want to wear wigs, right? I mean, it's fair game for everybody.
Well, I'm getting there.
And you're showing people that, these can be worn by basically anybody.
Yeah, you can look like that guy from that tattoo show.
I don't know. Maybe that's their aesthetic, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's possible. Yeah, for sure. I mean, some of those people wear those tattoos really, really well. Yeah.
Nothing against tattoos. I'm just talking about the hairstyle.
Yeah, because I think I've mentioned here that I have kind of like a girl crush on Karen Doty, who's like a plus-sized tattoo artist.
From her, yes.
And she's got like this big green hair. She's just so cool. She just seems very, very cool.
Aurelia says, lol, my son just walked by and said, L'chaim, and just kept going. Well, same to him.
Yes.
Excellent. And Aurelia also loves that smoke show.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's trade for a second so I can kind of do a little turn. Because I wanted to show you guys what this one looked like before I threw on another Trinity, because I know otherwise it's just going to seem like I'm doing nothing but like long wigs today. But yay, it's pretty. And it's gray. It's a pretty gray. And Poppy is a really easy wig to wear. I haven't really done anything except put this on. In fact, it wasn't even on straight when I realized that Nigel was in need of some assistance there. And by the way, the Wigs Forever line, so this is all Sister Wigs Limited right here, but the Wigs Forever line, like the Trinities, they fit a little bigger. So if you bought like an Anya and you were like, this is too big, then stick to, you know, the Poppy, for example, the one I'm wearing right now and the one Nigel's got on instead, because it fits a little bit more snug. And honestly, I feel like if we did this experiment with like one of the Wigs Forever pieces, it would stay in place and you wouldn't have had a problem putting it on. It's just, that's how these fit. They're a little bit closer to average. They're slightly roomier than that, but they're definitely not like average large by default. Whereas the Wigs Forever line it fits a little bit larger, full stop, because that's always my pet peeve with a lot of my monofilament wigs from other brands, is that they fit too small. So I knew that when we started to make like actual medical prosthetic wigs, as opposed to just like medical friendly fashion wigs, which is what these are, that I really wanted to make sure that they would fit, you know, people who have a big head like me, because we're kind of underserved. You know, there are a lot more in the medical space. There are a lot more petite average wigs than there are average large, like a lot. And so if you have a bigger head, or you just happen to have like a flat, you know, transition from the you know, cranium to your neck, if it's flat back there, you need that extra room, particularly at the perimeter, or else the wig's just gonna go pull back, like it's gonna fall back the whole time, and that's just a super uncomfortable sensation, because you're always afraid that you're gonna like, it's gonna go flying off your head, basically. Is what it feels like it's gonna do.
Yeah. So smoke show R, folks.
Whee! Okay.
Oh, whoa. You're getting the netting caught up there.
Good save, honey. All right.
Oh, and by the way.
Yes.
Jamie gets it. Moss from IT Crowd.
Yay!
Excellent.
Nerds unite. Okay.
Darn right. Okay, folks. Right. So this was the Poppy in Royal Velvet R. I'm just come in here so you can see all the different colors playing in on it. Better yet, take this off and get it caught. There we go. Hold it up so you can see it. All these lovely colors that are just, the closer you get, the more colors you see. And there's sort of a pinky, purpley, dark browny, blackie sort of color here. In fact, I've got the description here, and I will read it out to you. The official description says, off black roots, which you can see here, on a dynamic mix of multiple shades of purple and dark violet, blended with true red and hints of scarlet. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But, you know, depending on how the light catches it, you could also see a little bit of orange, a little bit of pink, maybe a little bit of true blue in there, you know, violet, a little bit of orange. I think I said orange, bit of salmon. Yeah, so it's, depending on how the light catches it, it's a very dynamic and varied color with lots of stuff to enjoy. So I'm going to call that a wrap for Poppy in Royal Velvet. Plunk that one down. And I know there are people who like this little number. This is Felix. And you can see some sort of bluey gray in here as well. That's quite nifty. So cadet blue from the Crayola box. So let's see what we got here. Tons. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right. Oh, probably not. Yes, I think so.
You see, I gotta see. Oh, wait.
I didn't even get very far.
Oh. Well, I'm here if you need help.
Thank you, my treasure.
Oh, make sure it's adjusted all the way out, because you'll need it.
Yeah, they come like that. They all come full all the way out.
Got it? You gotta get all the way over
Trying to.
The hair in the back. There you go. It's usually a little easier if you take your glasses off first.
No, I can't see.
No, but you use the ear tabs and feel the ear tabs. There you go. That way you can pull them down all the way. because it's hard to pull them down like that with the glasses. And that's literally something where once you get used to it, it's no problem to do it with your glasses on. But when you're brand new, you're better off going by feel, honestly. And then
yeah, this is not for me. I don't think this style.
This is definitely here, let me fix that for you.
Thank you.
This is definitely slightly more femme and slightly more hipstery on you. Like it's but the color still looks cool on you.
It looks a lot better on you than it does on me.
Yeah.
And you are wearing Poppy and Smoke Show R,
yes,
right?
Still.
Okay,
still,
so
I'm still making a little video with that one.
So Deirdre, that is Poppy and Smoke Show R.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work for you.
No, this is not my style.
No.
But for those of you that like Felix, that is what it looks like in Royal Velvet R.
Actually, you know what?
What?
Let's trade. I think this one would look a lot better on you. And it would go with your beard. Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Grab this. There we go. Teamwork. All right. I got it. It's caught. I got it.
All right.
I mean, that's part of the reason why we were using the bobby pins, because it helps with grip a little bit. Make sure you got it before I try to put mine on. Here, let me hold it in the back for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Got it?
Right, so
it's always harder with the shorter styles, by the way.
There.
It's a lot easier to hold on. It's a lot easier to put on the longer ones because they don't necessarily have to fit as snugly.
Well,
Yeah, there you go. Now help me. Are you the ear tabs, are they in the right position?
yes.
Okay. That looks
Hey, yeah.
That looks actually really good on you. Oh, that looks awesome with your beard, dude.
I don't always drink, but that's a lie. I always drink.
No. Here, let me fix the front because it'd be a shame for them not to get the full effect of how good this looks on you. Okay, there we go. You had it kind of folded in on itself.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
All right.
And make sure that you know the rule, right?
Yeah,
Make sure that it's in the right position.
trying to.
That color looks good on you, though. It's like
Yeah.
almost the perfect match for your beard. This is so much fun, honey. Couples that play with wigs together.
King Randor, the elderly years. I look like Orson Welles. The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You still kind of look like a computer programmer, though, with the glasses and the beard and everything.
Yeah.
Except now you look like a computer programmer that makes a lot more money.
Orson Welles.
Yes.
For the time, I considered sparing your wretched little planet, Cybertron. But now, you shall witness its dismemberment.
Oh, I like it when you talk all powerful and baritone. Basso. That was almost like basso profundo, though that was quite low.
Funny enough, that's a character from Transformers.
Who is?
Basso Profundo.
For real?
Yeah.
Huh.
He is from one of the worst episodes ever written. It's called Carnage in C Minor. I heartily recommend not watching it.
I can do that. I can do it. I cannot watch that. Yay. Challenge accepted.
They visit a planet where melody and music are everything, and they've got all kinds of people sing on that planet, and it is appalling. It's one of the worst episodes of anything ever written ever.
So it's it would be like living life like you were in like a Wagner opera or something, because they speak everything.
Worse.
Really? God,
Worse.
that drives me nuts when you lick the bottle
Sorry.
like that. That's so unhygienic. Oh, boys.
You know where my mouth has been.
Boys are so gross. Yes. Oh, can I have a sip of that?
Yeah, there you go. Limoncello.
Did you show them the shot glass?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
My Decepticon shot glass.
When did I get this for you?
My birthday, I think.
Yeah.
You are being deceived.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm
my
sorry to
treasure.
get lipstick on it.
That's all right. I can wash it.
Here, let's switch for a second so we can show people what this looks like.
No, just 1 second. I need to do that.
Yeah?
Okay, off you
All
go.
right. Let me show y'all what this Felix looks like, because it's just not going to work with his face shape. And I want to tell you why. It's not just that he's a guy, right? And by the way, this is in direct response to Cheryl. So I hear you. I see you. thank you for being here, and your hair looks really good. But no, I definitely think that part of the issue is his face shape. It's because he has a round face shape. Honey, can you face this way for a second? Like it's hard to see because he uses a beard to give it a little bit more of a point. But his like it's as wide as it is long.
I'm brachycephalic.
Yeah.
That means I've got a round face.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And my face is a little full, but it's definitely got a point to it, you know? So that's why I keep saying it's like an invert. You can really see it with Felix because Felix gives it that extra edge. It's an inverted triangle. And if I had a Cupid's bow, then it would be a heart-shaped face.
You are mesocephalic.
You know all of these nerd terms. But the thing is, because my face is shaped the way that it is, this doesn't look off-putting, right? Like it does kind of enhance the width of an area of my face that's already a little bit on the wide side, but I don't mind that. I think that this is actually a really complementary style shape for me. The problem though is that it does kind of take on this kind of width here on the sides. So people who have round or square faces, they're already a little bit too wide this way. The ideal is to try to get closer to like an oval or a diamond face shape, you know? And so if you enhance the width when you're already kind of wide there, the results can be hit or miss. Yeah. And like Jamie says, it's just not for everybody, but for the people it works on, it looks really, 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 really good. And that's why I keep making all these different kinds of styles. And frankly, I feel like that's part of the reason why I've been working on versions of something like this that are a little bit longer and a little softer, because if I can pull that off, they might work for your face shape a little bit better, Jamie. Oh, and hi, Heather. This is Felix in the color Royal Velvet R, and it's a brand new color. I think Felix is one of the 2 styles we have launched already on hairkittykitty.com in this color, but we are working on launching literally all the ones that Nigel is going to be showing off during this live stream, and that way, if you keep coming to Hair Kitty Kitty throughout the week, you'll probably see all of these launched by the end of that week. So here it is a little bit closer. I'll go a little slower. It's got tons of colors in it. You can see right, oh, hold on, the camera's reversed. You can see right here, this brilliant pop of midnight blue. You can see all these different shades of purple. There's even kind of like a reddish purple in there and a little bit of a crimson color. It's also got, when I turn to the side, it's got this, it's like almost like a dark pine green color, but it's barely green. Like you would literally have to hold it right up to the light to see that. That's because I am very fascinated with color theory, and I like messing around with the way the colors interact with each other.
Oh, you're very good at that. I gotta say, Heather is very good at that.
Thank you.
And yeah, so I love some of the colors she comes up with.
Thank you.
I'm not just saying that because I'm married to her and I want an easy life. I honestly mean that.
Oh, and Nigel.
Deborah
would like to know what you're wearing. Care to tell?
I'm wearing, this is a Poppy in Smoke Show R.
You want to switch seats again so you can show them?
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm going to go put on another wig. I don't know if you're going to...
I'll have another sip of the limoncello.
Okay, and if you need my help, just call out, okay?
I probably will.
Okay.
I probably will.
Just give me a couple minutes to finish with, well,
sure.
You're wearing the one I was going to do. But that's okay, keep it on. I'll take pictures of this one instead. Whatever.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so yeah, this is a Poppy in, what was it, Smoke Show R, which is gray with a very dark root with some silvery lighter gray blended in, and little highlights at the front. And damn if I don't actually look good in this. I might have to keep this one for later. Dang. I do like this. Elaine. Well, yeah, so it depends on that really. Again, it's your mileage may vary. These things are all made to the point where sometimes some of them get a lot more curl than others. That one was like fresh out of the package, so excuse me. Yeah, so you know, sometimes you get parts at different places. Sometimes you get a different blend of colors. That's the way these manufacturing things go sometimes. All right, let's see. Well, that is the Oops. I'm snagging here. Okay, there we go. That was the Poppy in Smoke Show R. Now then, going back to tonight's topic of royal velvet, we're going to do Ambrose 10 inches. Now, apart from one which John brought over, the one in, I believe it was Tortoiseshell R, he just brought that over today. So I haven't filmed that one because somehow, well, I know how we skipped it because we were pulling like 80 wigs that day and something's bound to get overlooked. Anyway, that's that for Heather. We ended up missing out on the Tortoiseshell R one, but I spent all day, I want to say Wednesday maybe? Wednesday sounds about right. Shooting, or was it Thursday? Doesn't matter. I spent all day shooting all the other Ambrose 10 inches. So we've got all the images we need apart from the Tortoiseshell R, and we'll see how that goes, eh? So those should be on their way soon enough, which reminds me of a quote from Futurama. How soon will we get the tour? Soon enough. That's not soon enough. Futurama, if you haven't watched it, bloody amazing. Ambrose 10-inch is going to be hot, says Daisy. Yes, it is, especially if I can't get it settled right and it seals in all the heat. That was an attempt at humor and it failed completely. Okay. Fell off the back. As you can tell, I'm not a professional. Yeah, in a second, you finish that, my sweet. I've got a couple questions I can answer. Fayray says, what's the regular Ambrose length? That is an excellent question. That isn't weird. I can't hear you, my sweet. No, I know that. That's a good question because it is 14 inches. John and I were talking about this in the warehouse earlier in the week, last week, whatever. So yeah, we've got the 10 inches and then we've got the regular, which is 14 inches. And then in this pile somewhere, I've got 18 inches. Here it is. This is the 18 inch. This is the 10 inch. So you can see, let's see, about there, that's about equal. You can see how much longer the Ambrose 18 inches is. There we go. All righty. So, Heather?
Oh!
Yeah, things went skew with.
Here, you need to learn how to do this. So give me your hands. Yes. No, grab it. I'm going to show you how to fish instead of constantly fishing for you. There you go. You want to use this elastic on the perimeter.
Yeah.
And it's your friend. Yes. And go by feel. Don't try to eyeball it until you get used to it. So you got this little bit here. Tuck that under and just, no, I need you to do it because I'm trying to walk you through it so you don't need my help next time. Or if you do, don't feel bad about it. I'm just trying to get you further to where you need to be.
I'm reminded of Bugs Bunny putting on a swimming cap in Looney Tunes cartoons.
What would he say?
Well, you know, for some reason, he had to dive into whatever. He'd suddenly get into a one-piece swimsuit and break out a rubber swim cap and go, kind of like Curly Howard.
Yeah, I think you're in good shape now. Kind of just feel here and make sure it's up where you want your hairline to be. More or less. Yeah, there you go. Good job. All right, now try. No, don't put the.
Hang on. I've answered that question. We can take it off.
Then let's see. All right, yeah, and try to do that by feel too. Don't take your glasses off because that'll. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Make sure the nape's all the way over that little extra hair you have.
Nape first, eh?
Yeah. Make sure that your nape is secure.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're doing this by yourself.
Ah, nape first.
There you go. And because you're doing this by yourself, you want to get the nape in there first.
Right.
Especially if you have an intact occipital ridge. Now yours is a little flatter in the back than mine is, so that's still gonna. There you go.
That's because I have neck like bull.
You are strong. And did you adjust your ear tabs? Make sure they're in the right position?
I tried to, yeah.
Okay.
More or less in the right position.
There you go. Now check your hairline before you put your glasses on. Make sure it's where you want it to be. Just feel it. Yeah, there you go.
Right there?
Yeah. There you go. Well done.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the Ambrose 10 inches in Royal Velvet. Thank you, my treasure.
You did an excellent job, by the way.
Well, I had a lot of help.
No, you're getting better each time, dear. There you go.
I look like Bill Oddie from the Goodies.
This, by the way, is Trinity in Lilac Honey R. I'll be back in to show you what this looks like. I want to give him an opportunity to tell you a little bit about what he's wearing. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Yeah. So as I said, Ambrose 10 inches in Royal Velvet R. And yeah, it's basically Ambrose, but shorter. I know that's not exactly the world's most descriptive thing, but it's what it is. And geez, I look like Bill Oddie trying to be a hippie. Well, Bill Oddie was a hippie, more of a hippie, a modern hippie, one of those ones with all the purple hair and all that. Ooh, what's this? Faith says, I have 2 Trinities and taking one to New York City for the weekend. Any recommendations on wearing the long length in the cold for this South Floridian? Oh, that's a good question. That I can answer because I don't wear wigs. But I would recommend trying to keep it inside, like inside your coat and inside your hat as much as possible, just because, you know, cold is not very good on synthetic fibers. Just like excessive heat is not very good on synthetic fibers, cold can also maybe not be the best thing. I'll be a pro by the end of the night, says Kathleen. Oh boy, I doubt that. I might be a quick learner on some things, but this, I don't know. I'm very, very clumsy, especially when my glasses are off. I'm like Velma from Scooby-Doo. My glasses! I can't see a thing without my glasses. Yeah. So yeah, this is Ambrose 10 inches in the Royal Velvet R. You liking it? Comes in about 9 other colors, 8 or 9 other colors, I think. Yeah, we'll get that. Hubby says add the purple to your beard. That'll be my pirate name, Purple Beard. Proper job, Jim lad. Oh, hi, Shelley. Shelley's just joined us. Oh, 28. That does not sound fun. When will this Ambrose be available? Asked Jen. I'll tell you, Jen, it will be as soon as we can get the damn page up. We're working on it. I just finished taking all the pictures. We've got people working on these pages, and when they're ready, it should be. I say should be. But don't take my word for it because I'm not the one working on them. Should be soon. Should be soon. I would like to make sure I have a brush and detangler to refresh the fibers. Good idea. Oh, I would make sure to have. Yeah, definite good idea. Thank you, Victoria Janice. And don't wear a hoodie with long wigs. They get really tangled. Also good. And Serena's here. Hi, Serena. Yes, a new style. But anyway, that, my friends, was the new Ambrose 10 inches Royal Velvet. Okay. Good stuff. Right. So, where are we here? We are, let's see, an hour in, and I've only covered 2 wigs. Excellent. Right. Well, so, Charisma Royal Velvet R. Well, the difference between Honey TR and Tortoiseshell R is Honey TR is sort of lighter with less contrast between the different colors, and tortoiseshell is a lot more broken up with higher contrast between the streaks, if that's any help. Okay, and hello, Patty. Welcome in Wahlberg, North Carolina. Glad you could join us, and now you get to see me try and put one of these things on all by myself. And I'm not going to sing that damn song. It's bad enough without me adding my caterwauling to it. Who was it said I'd be a professional at this by the end of the night? I'm going to make a liar of you. Ambrose in faded denim, Shelley. Glad just arrived. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Hope you like it. Well, thank you, Patty. I'm trying. Definitely trying. I think I've got it. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Nope. It's skewed a bit. Oh boy, that didn't work. Okay, better. Grunt in my mouth. Charisma and Royal Velvet are. Yeah, I tried to get the ear tabs. They're just about right. So there you go. This is Charisma and Royal Velvet R. As you can see, it's a bit straighter.
How's it going?
I sort of got this on, I think. Charisma and Royal Velvet R. I mean, a little bit.
Charisma's a tricky one sometimes because she's so crazy in the back. And I'm going to flip her
Oh,
for you.
In that case, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's meant to be kind of crazy looking. Playing with the hair on the husband.
I really think we should get her some Barbie dolls.
That's what the mannequins are for. Oh, you look so cute. I do think that the poppy is still my favorite on you, though.
Yeah, especially in the thingy.
The gray, the smoke show one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is pretty much your color.
By the way, where's the Felix?
Oh, it's in the other room. Here,
okay,
let's switch for a second.
Okay. Right, what are you wearing there? That's the...
This is Trinity and Lilac Honey R. I was just taking some pictures of this one. So, I want to make sure I showed it to you a little bit. Here, let's take some of these things off the screen. There we go. It's so pretty. Here, let me back up so you can actually see the whole thing. So yeah, here, I'll even see if I can raise my seat up a little bit. There we go. It's really long, and I'm afraid to back up too far because I don't want it to get so dark the farther I get away from the light that you can't see the color. But here, there's got to be a compromise so you can see all this.
You're doing quite well there. That's good.
Does it look okay on the screen?
Yeah, that looks great.
This is a really long wig. It's 30 inches. You can see it's kind of tame from the back because it just looks like a really pretty light brown color. And then, of course, near the face, you get purple and midnight blue and like baby whisper pink. It's actually got a little bit of pink up near the front here. You can kind of see that in there. And let me see if I can find the blue because the blue is kind of fun. Where's the
Deborah
blue?
says, how does Trinity fit?
Trinity fits, okay, so rule of thumb with the Wigs Forever line is that the machine-made wigs, so the ones that don't have any monofilament in them at all, they fit quite generously. So they're like average large right off the bat. Wigs like Trinity here, they're meant to accommodate that, so they're very, very generous, but they fit a little bit tighter up against the head. So I would say this is like in between an average and an average large, because even if you're in an average large cap, you'll want it to fit as close to the scalp as possible with that monofilament, or else the monofilament will literally like lip and buckle, and you'll get like a little ripple in it. You need it to lay as flat as possible, so it needs to be slightly tighter than a machine-made wig. So one of the things I like to tell people, particularly if they're like headache prone or they have really sensitive scalps, get a little bit roomier of a wig than what you need, just as long as it's still kind of secure, because that will be less likely to trigger headaches and stuff like that.
Aurelia's got an interesting question. Haven't got my Ravens and Roses Danica yet. The online curl looks like I can pull it off in a professional setting. What do you think? And before you say anything else, follow up. I teach at an uppity, very Christian private school, but I still need a little something fun. Our school colors are red and black, so maybe it will be okay.
I think absolutely. I think you could get away with wearing Ravens and Roses in real life for sure, particularly as long as you're not like in full sun. Even in full sun, it's going to look like a conventional hair color that you dyed. So I don't think anyone's going to really get up in arms about it because it is still like in the red family, the highlight is. But it is going to be really intense if it's in direct outdoor sunlight. But it just looks like a really intense red. So it's still kind of like safe for most people to pull off. Indoors, it's a lot tamer looking. So, you know, if it like I used to teach preschool and work in a church choir, I would definitely have been able to get away with that color. Now I worked at an Episcopal church, so maybe they're a little looser, but honestly, they're very smells and bells and liturgy oriented. So even though they're a little looser than say like Lutherans or Catholics, it's still pretty uptight compared to like, you know, Unitarian Universalist or something like that. So it just depends on what kind of denomination they are, if they even have one, because things tend to be even looser at the non-denominational ones.
Probably best to ask beforehand,
or just kind of, you know, look around. But yeah, if anybody else is wearing like a kind of vibrant red, you're fine.
Right, now then. Shelley asks, is the root blue or black? Well, for either of them, I can guarantee you it's not blue.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be like a medium brown root. It looks slightly darker, but that's only because the base shade is significantly lighter. And on this, it's black. So on the Royal Velvet, it's like a dark brown or a black color, like an off black. It might be picking up a little bit of the reflection from the camera, the light, because we have very, very intense lighting in here. So it's actually kind of warm in here and stuff.
It's very warm in here.
Yeah, he's burning up, but I'm a freeze pop, so I'm super comfy even with the sweater on. Weight loss will do that to you. Let's see. We've got some folks. You want to grab these comments?
Well, here's one says, will you be coming out with a pixie with some of your fun colors?
I am working on a pixie. Pixies are tricky. We've actually had a few prototypes come back. There is one that I really love. It's kind of a long, actually two of them. One is kind of like a asymmetrical pixie, but it's very sleek. It doesn't have any like volume to it. It's very, very natural looking. And I wanted that. And I'm also working on one where it's like a little longer, deliberately a little more voluminous on top. So it's like a longer pixie, not long in the front, but just like almost like a boy cut, as they call it. So I'm working on two that are like that. I keep trying to make one that's like a really conventional, just like short, easy shake and go wig. And those have been tricky so far simply because you know, trying to make one without monofilament is rough. Because what I don't like about a lot of, this is not going to turn out to be like a super positive sounding sentence. My apologies up front, but like when it comes to short styles, I typically don't like ones where they don't either have some kind of rooting to the color or they don't have some kind of monofilament, simply because you're so naked in a short wig. There's not a lot of margin for error. Like you see that he was having some difficulty with some of the shorter styles, and like with one of these longer wigs, because, you know, if they don't fit exactly correctly and you have a couple hairs poking out, the rest of the hair is so voluminous it'll cover it up, you know. But you don't have that with short wigs, even ones that have a lot of, you know, volume on top, because they're just so short that there's only so much you can do to try to, you know, accommodate visible wefts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say you get a lot more visible wefts on shorter wigs if you're not careful or you put it on wrong or whatever.
Yeah,
they're a lot less forgiving.
Yeah, and when it comes to the really, really short styles, I don't want to lean on the rooting too much, because a little bit of rooting goes a long way on super short styles, and they can get very overwhelming very quickly. So it's kind of a balancing act, and it's been a bit of a learning curve for me. So we're still developing some shorter styles, but it might take a while before they, like, you know, make me sing with joy, because I want to make sure that they represent us well. And it's a little bit harder with the super short styles.
Shall I ask, will you be making Ambrose 14 or 18-inch in Cheerwine Sangria?
Those are two completely two completely different product lines. So we're working on a monofilament version of Ambrose for the Wigs Forever line, and that will probably be in Cheerwine Sangria. But we definitely want to consider like the Sister Wigs limited stuff. So most of the heat friendly stuff. That's like, you know, medical friendly fashion wigs is the way I like to say it. It's got a lot of medical comfort stuff like felt and stuff on the inside of the cap, but it isn't necessarily what I would consider a prosthetic wig, which to me hits like a slightly higher standard. And this, what I'm currently wearing, and the Wigs Forever line hits that standard where, you know, it's got slightly more high-end finishes, the Velcro at the nape, it's got more felt all around the perimeter. The ear tabs are slightly more pronounced, I guess, more robust. I don't know what but they're a little bit more substantial on these because they're meant to be medical prosthetics that go up against a bare scalp or like really light amounts of hair. So these are definitely a little higher end, and they are typically non-heat friendly, though I do have some wigs and some colors that if I feel like heat friendly fiber would work better, I'm gonna make it in a heat friendly fiber. Like for example, I'm working on one that I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's basically like a bob and curly, but one of the things I wanted to make sure it was distinctive, and it's called Alexia, that I named after like Alexia Ripley from NPR, by the way. So I just thought she had a cool name. So essentially, I didn't like the way the curls were sitting on it. It just looked kind of flat. So I asked them to make that in a heat-friendly fiber, and that prototype is fantastic. So I wanted to just remind everybody, we're attempting to try doing pre-sales to try to get some of these prototypes in motion. And I'm experimenting with that on something that is relatively safe for you guys to bet on, which is a refill of the Willow in Chocolate Icing R, or what was the other one? Layton in Queen of the Night R, because those both sold out in like 2 days after we launched them. And a lot of people were asking us to bring them back. Well, right now we've got like a full warehouse full of stuff, and we can't really place a lot of orders until we're done selling the stuff that we have. But if there's enough demand and people are willing to help us get that in motion, then that will help expedite that process. And so Alexia was one of the prototypes that I approved that I'd like to put up for pre-sale at some point. So that way people who want something where, you know, it's literally a shake and go curly bob that they don't have to do a lot with. And by the way, it has an interesting mix of monofilament and lower end features, so that way I can keep the price down. Right. So if there's interest in that kind of thing, then we'll offer that up for pre-sale as well. It's just I can't have too many of these campaigns going at one time, because it's hard for me to keep track of. And also because I think having too many open at once would basically make it harder for any of them to actually succeed. You know, they'll cannibalize from each other, and then we won't make anything.
Yeah, there speaking from a collector's standpoint, Hasbro has their HasLab website going, where they try and fund high-end collectibles for sci-fi and comic book geeks and so forth like that. And they had like 3 going on at one time, and they were all something that a whole bunch of people like to collect at once. And they're saying, I can't afford all of this. What am I going to do? And like 2 of the 3 failed, I think, because they just couldn't split between.
It's just too much to do that all at once, not only for everybody's budgets, but also just to keep track of. So I think slow and steady is the way to go. But if those 2 campaigns get about 50% funded, then I'll start offering up maybe 1 or 2 more things for pre-sale, and we'll just kind of experiment, play around. And by the way, I saw that Willow was a quarter of the way there, so we're pretty excited about that, because the campaigns are going to last about a month. So if you missed out on Willow in the Chocolate Icing R or Layton in Queen of the Night R, and you would like to get in on the next batch, just know that that is available on Hair Kitty right now. And this Trinity is not a pre-order. It is ready to go. We have some of these in the warehouse ready to ship. So if you like what I'm wearing, it's there for you, as well as a couple of wigs in the color that Nigel and I have been wearing, which is, again, right here, the Royal Velvet R.
Where'd that tag go?
How are we gonna
You're messing things up, Heather.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Like, yeah, so this is going to be available in all these styles by the end of the week, hopefully. John, if you're still watching, please make that happen.
Yeah, he is. He's responding to
Cool,
people.
cool, 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 cool. And so the ones that are available are Vaughn, I believe, and Felix. Are those the ones that are available in Royal Velvet? Did you see?
Give me a minute.
Here, I'll just type it in. Royal Velvet.
There.
It's Felix and Vaughn are the ones. Vaughn looks amazing in Royal Velvet, by the way. Have we shown that one off?
I don't know. Give me 1 second here. You keep talking for a minute.
I can keep talking. I talk a lot, so that's an easy request, honey. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna go up a little bit to see if we missed any comments from earlier. So
yeah, we've got Vaughn in that pile. I have yet to get to it.
Okay, that's all right. Let's see. Deborah says that you are 22.5 inches in circumference, I take it. With your bio hair, these will all fit you very well. And in fact, something that's a machine-made wig from our Wigs Forever line, like I said, that fits average large by default. That might actually be a little too big for you, honestly. So like, for example, if you like Anya, stick to Poppy by Sister Wigs Limited, because that one is very similar and it fits a little bit more snugly. Let's see.
Barbara says, "Did you get some good data from the comments on the live stream 2 weeks ago?"
Oh yes.
Yeah. I've also Heather. I've also asked people to go back in this live stream because we've got people who weren't in last week's live stream to go back and vote as well.
Oh, yeah. Stuff. And then maybe we'll do the follow up next week because I've got even more things to potentially show you that are prototypes. But I want to kind of narrow it down. Like maybe we should come up with like a bracket, like it's like college football but with hair. We could do something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not married to that idea, but we could come up with something kind of fun. Let's see. Okay, so thank you for the feedback on that 23.25 and it still fit. Yeah, it should be accommodating for that, definitely. Oh yes, Unitarian Universalist shout out. I used to work at a whole bunch of different churches, including some Unitarian churches, and the one that I used to sing at, they would have every service with "It's in Every One of Us." I don't know if that's something all Unitarian churches do, but they definitely did that at that one. And they were very nice people. I used to love being a contract musician for churches, particularly, during Christmas time, because I could sing in, 3 different services on Christmas Day, and like actually 3 on Christmas Eve and like 2 on Christmas Day, because Christmas Eve is like the big show, And one church that I worked at would do like a madrigal type Christmas show, and we would have to like dress up. I literally have a custom made madrigal like Renaissance costume that
still in the cupboard somewhere.
That's teal because thematic, right? But I mean it's literally something that this church made for me. I didn't have to pay for it. They just made it for me to participate in their choir production that year. And it's so cool. Like it doesn't fit anymore, but I kept it just because of sentimental reasons. Somebody made that for me. It's really sweet.
Okay, Catherine says, please leave a link, please, to the right stream. Yes, it's in the comments below under here. I made sure to do that before we started.
Oh, cool.
And Lisa says, how do I know if I have a large head or not? You've got a chart somewhere on the website, haven't you, myself?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it just depends. Like, if you've bought a wig before and you think it's too snug, it's either one of two things. One, your bio hair is not secured enough underneath your cap, which will make any wig feel tight. It's very important to secure your hair if you have it. And then the other thing is it's just too tight if it feels tight. But sometimes it can be a mix of the two, and that's why you gotta kind of get rid of the confounding variable that is your bio hair and make sure that it's secured up under there, because then if the fit is off, like you feel like it's going to pop off your head, or if you have this happen a lot while you're wearing a wig and you have to keep going like that a lot, chances are, again, one of two things: the hair under your cap isn't secured enough, because if you've got like a ponytail back here, that's going to weigh the whole wig down and pull it back, right? So it could be just the way that the hair is being secured. That's why with Nigel, when I secured his hair, I basically wrapped it around and tried to smush it down, and then we used a wig cap to smush it down even more, because any bulges, any bumps, any anything like that, particularly at the bottom near your nape, is going to act like an anchor that pulls your wig back. So that's not always a good indication. But if you've secured your hair and you're still experiencing that, or you experience a lot of pressure here that actually hurts or leaves like a dent in your forehead, because that has happened to me before, your wig is probably too small. So there are ways to identify this based on how the wigs you wear feel. And then there's another way where you just measure. And honestly, every single wig brand has a slightly different fit and feel. And of the 2 brands that I have, they have dramatically different fits or feels depending on what the cap construction is in a lot of cases. So yeah, definitely, you know, both routes are good routes for finding that out. But I like to go by feel, particularly if I own wigs. No hair to secure to. Actually, you're in better shape for wigs that way, honestly, believe it or not. Like, I actually shave my head most of the time because it makes wig wearing so much easier. So it's one of the few things in life where having no hair actually is a benefit. It's like wearing wigs is so much easier, particularly medical ones. Fashion ones are harder, like the ones you could buy from like Bobby Boss or something like that. They're very pretty wigs, but they're very uncomfortable to wear if you don't have hair. Whereas these are meant to be worn mainly by people who have very little or no hair. So you're actually in better shape here. And these are designed to be worn on a bald head without taper glue. So it's meant to be comfortable.
Ray Ray says, I slowed down the replay to take notes and it was hilarious because everyone sounds drunk as it's drunk. It reminds me of a comedy routine I saw about way back in the comedy boom of the mid 80s to early 90s. There's a comedian who saw a sign on the side of the road said slow children at play. So he said, throw me the ball. Oh.
I think we should start a live stream like that one time just to mess with people. If we say that we're going to do it, it's not as bad, right? Like, yes. I don't know. I don't know if I could keep that up. Talking that low is actually on my throat. Do we have any more wigs to show?
Yes, loads.
Oh boy, well we better get a show on the road.
Yes,
Can I help you with some of these?
I haven't shown this one off yet.
Well, let's.
Okay,
I'm
folks.
stealing this one from you, though.
But that was the one I was going to do next.
Well, then I'll steal this one from you. I want to steal one from you. This one or this one?
Go.
Right. Okay, folks. Here we go. Where was I? Okay. This is Charisma, Royal Velvet R. And let's see what we got here. Get down to the bottom here. All righty. So yeah, Charisma. If you've got Charisma already, you know what it's all about. Sort of business at the front and wild at the back. Like a mullet, only classy. I don't know. Just what came to mind. Sort of frizzy at the back. So you get a lot of volume and then just sort of, yeah. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to style this so much, so just got to do what you got there. And again, here's what the Royal Velvet R looks like on this cut. Too good at what? Talking slow? Robin Williams. Whoa, yes, good stuff. All righty, so this was the Charisma in Royal Velvet R. Let's see if I can get this off without pulling my entire cranium out. No, hang on, what's this? What am I caught on? I'm caught on something. No, hang on. There we go. All right, that's the Royal Velvet R. Good people of the audience. What's next? Let's have a look at what's next. I don't know where this came from. Booze. L'chaim. Here's one. What do you got? Ambrose, 18 inches in Royal Velvet. Ha. No more mullets. one of my online buddies showed. I think it might have been bees. I might be I might be wrong on that. Bees McKeever, who used to be the prop diva for the later episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000. I'm Facebook pals with her, and whether I think it was Bees who posted picture of Australia's mullet of the year competition, and only one guy was smiling. All the others looked like they were getting their mug shots taken. They were so, shall we say, less than enthused by the look of it. All right, so this is the Ambrose in 18 inches, much longer, much sleeker. It weighs itself down nicely, so it goes from very wavy to slightly wavier, to slightly less wavy, I should say. But yeah, this is, let's see what we can do here. Oh dear. I'm going to have to start flipping things. All right, where are we here? There's the back. I am not going to be good at this by the end of the night. Nope, still not. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. I hope you find this amusing, or at least can get some form of enjoyment out of this. Oh! You know what? This is... Help! Yeah, I'm not good at this yet.
Surgery, so can you please let me know a little bit more in advance when you might need help than just screaming that you need help, because I can't move that fast.
I know that, my treasure. I know that.
Oh.
I mainly do that for comic effect.
Well,
I'm sure people are laughing at this.
Marital ire. Okay. Here.
Oh Lord, I'm going to pee my pants. See, people are laughing.
Now here, help me help you. Help me! Don't turn me into a Jerry Maguire quote.
Okay.
Let's do this. Here, grab the thing, honey.
Yeah, grab the thing.
The thing that holds the hair. Yes. Now.
Okay. Thank you.
Secure it with your glasses. How many times? I'm gonna write a Post-it note and stick it on your forehead to do this without your glasses on. I swear. Doing it by feel is so much easier when you're first starting out.
The problem is all these bloody things keep sticking out.
I know, honey. Part of it's just because it's warm in here, and so they're kind of melting in the back. Real life problems. This is something all wig wearers face at some point. So
the problem is, Shelly, I've got Heather's given me all these hair clips and hair pins and everything around the back, and if I try to put something at the front and fix it around the back, it just snags horribly.
Is this the one you're gonna wear next?
No, this is the one I'm gonna wear
next. Here, let's put it on you. That way I can help you with that, and then finish up here with this prismatic ebony.
Okay, here's the back, right?
Yes.
So.
Good job.
Yeah.
Nah, bad, Nigel.
Ah!
Ah! We're devolving into just communicating by grunts. He's trying to teach me how to speak in grunts because apparently that's how men speak to each other.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah. Ow. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. You got it?
Yeah.
Up. Okay, good. Now adjust the front hairline. The best way to do it is to grab, that is a hard front wig, so you don't have to worry about pulling the lace. So you can literally just pull the front of it to get it over the hairnet. There you go.
There we go.
But just a little side note, if you are wearing a lace wig like the one I'm wearing, don't pull on the front because that's how it'll fray. So
Right, where are my
fix the
glasses?
back for you. Here you go, honey.
Thank you, my sweet.
You're very welcome. And you did a good job putting that on.
Thank you.
Yes.
It only works when you're in the room. If I try and do it on my own, it turns into a
They
farce.
just need to like give you a pep talk for all this kind of stuff.
I don't
Like
know.
you got it. Empowerment, synergy, teamwork makes the dream work.
You go, girl.
You go, girl. You've got this. I can do that. It's fun to do that.
I look like a Hell's Angels biker.
I don't know.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't know.
Hell yeah, brother!
I think it's
I had to get that out of my system.
I think it might be the bang that's throwing me. Like maybe if we flat ironed them or something, but it's like you look so cute. You look adorable.
So yeah, this is Ambrose 18 inches in Royal Velvetar. Meatloaf. Oh, he passed away recently. That was a shame.
Yeah, from what I heard, he was a really nice guy in real life.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard mixed things, but you know, you can't fault the man for his entertainment value. Certainly can't do that.
And he's in Rocky Horror, so extra points for that.
Yeah. But
I love this wig, but I think it's
not for me.
It's a little too femme for you, I think.
Well, Nissy likes it, so.
Yeah, I honestly think if we flat ironed it, it would probably look a lot better on you. Because, you know, it would just kind of like go with your style a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I do like that color still on you. I don't know why. It's just, it works for you really well. I think it's partially because, and people can probably see this, like, I mean, I'm wearing a lot of makeup, but this is actually a foundation that matches my skin tone. And so he's quite a bit pinker than I am.
Yeah, the heat and the exertion do not help.
No, well, no, just naturally your skin tone is much rosier, pinker, cooler. He's cool toned, very, very cool toned. And I'm kind of neutral cool. And you can kind of see the difference a little bit, right? How there's like a little bit of yellow going on with my skin compared to his. Now I am, again, wearing a full beat of makeup, but this is meant to be kind of almost neutral looking. So yeah, that's what we mean. He's very true cool tone.
Well, Melissa, I hope you feel better very soon.
Yes, definitely.
Because that's a horrible thing to be stuck with, and we can sympathize completely after having several of our various family members come down with that. So heal fast,
yes,
all right?
We wish you a speedy recovery.
Shelly says, I want to trade all my 14-inch Ambrose for the 18-inch.
The 18 is so lush. It's got, look at all this cute hair. You are such a good wig model, honey.
You think?
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Glad you think
Especially
so.
considering that you don't usually wear this kind of stuff. So
no,
you're tall. Like I always compare wearing wigs, particularly like if you're new to it, a little bit like wearing contact lenses. You know, particularly if they've got lace on them. But in general, if you're not used to having something on your head like that, it can be a really weird sensation, and it can actually be kind of like distracting, you know. And then after you wear them for a while, it becomes less distracting. You just kind of like get used to the sensation of it, and it just becomes, you know, like I feel almost naked without something on my head now because of it.
Yeah, well, it's just these hairpins and clips and everything. I'm still not used to putting on with that. I've tried it. I've tried it before with, you know, just like my hair, you know, loose.
Honestly, if it gets a little bit longer, we don't need to resort to the as many bobby pins and stuff, because we could literally just braid it up under there and it would be fine. It's just in that intermediary stage where it's like just barely shoulder length. It's just not feasible to braid it up into place, because then it'll just stay down here and be kind of like a lump right here. But if it's a little longer, then we can get it so it's more evenly distributed. Yeah,
definitely.
All right, I'm gonna go throw another wig on. You want help throwing another wig on?
Let me see here. Let me get this. See if I can get this off without too much pain. And
you did that perfectly.
Yay!
You did that well.
All right, there we go.
These longer ones, they don't fit quite as snug, so it's probably gonna be a little easier for you to get these.
Oh, hang on. Put that in the wig, please.
Will do.
That's the tag for that one, and this is going to be Bordeaux in Royal Velvet R.
Bordeaux looks really cool in this color.
One hopes.
It does. I took a bunch of, like, the prototype I made for this color was a Bordeaux, and I loved it.
No, I know it's going to look good. Am I going to be able to get it on? That's the question. Not because of size, but because of, you know, clumsiness.
Glasses.
Look
Look at your.
I
I love your disgruntled British noises.
Bollocks.
Let's see if you got it. You got this, honey. Teamwork makes the dream work.
You go, girl.
You go, girl. Synergy. I think, by Jove, I think you've got it. Let me lift up the nape hair for a second. Let me see if you got the nape secured. Yes! That is a well-applied wig from the back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get the hairline ready.
Yeah.
I think I got some tucked in up there. That's better.
And that's usually easier to feel than it is to see sometimes. So, yeah. Shockingly, I kind of like Bardot on you. That actually is a lot more unisex than I realized. I mean, look at that.
Well, it was an American classic tattoo challenge, but you just went with a gray, black, and white. So we're gonna have to deduct points off that.
Can you tell I've been subjecting him to lots of binge watching Ink Master? It's complete garbage television. But I love it. I love Dave Navarro and watching Dave Navarro, and Nigel is a good sport about letting me watch Dave Navarro.
Well, I mean, it's I don't have any objection to Dave Navarro. It's just that some of those competitors on that tattoo show just come off as complete douches.
They might as well just be called toxic masculinity, right? Like that could be the subtitle of that show, because you know, it's usually like the storyline ends up devolving into we're trying really hard to make this female friendly and toxic masculinity. Yeah, but it's fun to watch because I love watching shows like I love reality shows where people get creative.
Yeah,
like I used to really love Project Runway, like it's in its original form. I used to love like cooking shows. I got him into Cutthroat Kitchen.
You watch Cutthroat Kitchen.
I'm not into it. I don't know. I love Alton Brown. But
I like Alton Brown. It's just that again, those competitors get on there. It's just way too in your face and aggressive. It's just like, I don't know. There's something about it that
I seriously, just looking at you, honey, makes me want to make Bardot in Smoke Show R, so that way you can wear it, because you look really good with this hairstyle. Especially with the beard. It looks really cool. And I think in that color, it would be very, very you.
Elaine says, Dave Navarro did a guest spot with 4 Non-Blondes for a remake of a Zeppelin song. You should look that up on YouTube. It's awesome. All righty then.
Yes, we will have to.
We will look that up.
I love Dave Navarro.
All righty. I feel like Philip Seymour Hoffman would wear a Bardot. Yes.
Yes. Well, he was such a chameleon too.
Oh, he was. I mean, what was it? What was it we watched together? We watched the trying to think of his name. The journalist, the squeaky little journalist.
Ronan Farrow?
No,
I don't know who you're talking about.
The old-time squeaky little journalist.
You know, the one that sounded like this.
I can't.
Capote?
That's it.
Oh,
Truman
I remember
Capote.
the name. Yes, the Breakfast Activities guy.
Yeah, excellently. Yeah, that one. He was good in that. He's good in so many things. He was. Yeah, I missed the guy. He was very good. Truman Capote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and we haven't. Terry saying Smoke Show R would be good too. I can see that too. Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments on the replay if you want to see
Comment
Bardot
below.
and Smoke Show R, because I'm very interested in that. Particularly after seeing this, I feel like he would rock the hell out of that. If you didn't see him in the poppy in that color earlier, check that out because it matched his beard perfectly.
Yeah,
it looked really, really good.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Bardot and Royal Velvet.
Yeah. Do you have any more to show off?
Couple more.
All right. Well, you get one on. I trust you. You can do this.
Right.
Just.
Right.
Don't make me
As
run.
soon as you leave, one of these hairpins is going to ping off and lacerate my occipitus. I know that.
Do you want me to just hang tight while you take it
No,
off?
off you go. Let's see if I've got this.
Just don't make me have to run because I don't want to like trip and injure my knee.
Heather, trust me, if it's really, really dire, you will know because the foundations will shake with the loudness of my scream.
I trust that very much.
Because Brian blessed.
Oh, hold on. Can you dip your head to the side for a second so I can just show them the back of this? Here is the back of this thing.
That's Trinity in the
This is prismatic
ebony. Yeah, I couldn't think of it for the moment.
Okay, I'm good now.
Alrighty. So yeah, let's Bordeaux and Royal Velvet R, and dang if I don't rock this. Don't normally think of myself in wigs, but yeah, darn good stuff. So yeah. Hey, I got it off without peeling my entire skull. Good stuff. I'm really, really not used to wearing a hairnet and a whole bunch of hairpins and clips. So let's see what we can do here. I think I've done this one already. This is the Ambrose and Royal Velvet. Ambrose 18-inch. Okay. Couple more. We got here. Danica, Royal Velvet. Someone was asking about Danica. And delete that one. Alrighty. Love it. You get try and do all these live streams, you get these bloody spammers in. So every so often got to instantly delete one of those comments. So yeah, Danica. This is a style I personally like, and it looks really, and it really shows off the color changes and the different fibers in this style, I think.
Here's the Felix that I stole earlier.
Thank you. There's the thing. What's that one you got there?
This is Vaughn.
That's the Vaughn. Okay. Oh, this is.
I love Vaughn.
There we go. Got it. Okay.
You got this, honey?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yes. I have faith in you. You can do it if you try. VICTORY. I may or may not have gone to some of my brother's Pee Wee football games as a kid. That was like one of the few cheers that the cheerleaders could do, and they would do it over and over and over again, and no one cared because they were like this big and they were totally adorable.
We need to get Susie in here.
What is that?
Well, Susie's another one of my former colleagues from the casino. She's very English, but she does this fantastically hilarious American cheerleader routine that always starts out with "Ready? Okay." Don't know where she picked it up from, but she does it so well. It's bloody hilarious.
Maybe she really liked that Kirsten Dunst movie from the early aughts where she was a cheerleader. I can't even remember what they called that. But I remember there was like a cheerleading competition. Yes.
Oh, you mean the one that was set in Minnesota there?
No, but that's a funny one. I'm trying to remember what that one's called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that one's funny because Drop Dead Gorgeous. That's
Drop Dead Gorgeous, yeah.
That one's hilarious.
I love Drop Dead Gorgeous. Oh, fantastic. Hilarious. Oh, I haven't laughed so hard. Oh, because, it makes me think of MST3K up there with,
You got to fix the hairline still.
Do I?
Yeah, just a smidge. Yeah. Kind of use your finger to feel the front there. Make sure the cap's up underneath it. There you go.
I'm getting there.
No, you are. You are.
I'm getting there. So, okay, folks, this is Danica. Royal Velvet R.
Honestly, looks better on you than I thought it would. Though I still like Bardot.
Yeah.
Probably the best on you still.
There we go. That's a bit better.
Because there's something about the shape of Bardot just really worked for you.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not
Bring it
actually...
on, says Jamie Ward.
Yes,
and Tina.
That's right. Yes, thank
bring
you.
it on.
Here, let's show them the back. You might have to scoot it up a little bit. Okay, wait. There you go. You are doing such a good job. Really.
Thank you, my friend.
You are.
So yeah, Danica in Royal Velvet R. You want to swap over and show that one?
Sure.
Hang on. Need a drink here. There it is.
Hi again. This is Vaughn. I love Vaughn. Vaughn is like one of my favorites. That's why when we started launching these on Hair Kitty Kitty, I did this one first because I love this one a lot. I think part of it's just because for me, I always had really curly hair and I always wanted, like, I remember like in the late 90s when Friends was on, I really wanted straight hair because everyone had straight hair back then. And my hair, I mean, I honestly wanted Alanis Morissette's hair. Not gonna lie, I wanted her hair very badly as a kid and it just never happened because my hair was like really what it is. But I think I like this one a lot because it's basically like what my not so long straight hair, dream hair would be like. And, you know, if we're going for fantasy, then heck yeah, it should just like grow out of my hair, my head purple. So
Kelly says, I agree, Faith. Smoke show R and a suit coat with a Star Wars t-shirt.
oh my gosh, yes. It's a whole vibe. Whee! I love this wig so much. Let's see, what do we have this one left?
Yeah.
I'll do this one just because you've
Well,
already...
how about you talk and I will get it prepped.
That's super nice of you, thank you. But that way you can give your head a break. And that way we can end this and get those clips out for you. So I might have to drink some more of this limoncello.
Off you go.
Whenever we break this out, I immediately think of Liz because I remember the first time.
I mentioned Liz
Yeah.
when we broke it out.
I'm like, this is like the Liz drink.
She's got some herself that she's drinking with us. Or
Yes.
at least she was when I last checked.
Mm. Mm. Oh, we've got lots of love for. Well, first of all, I want to show we got love for you too. Kathleen says now you're a pro. So yes, he's doing a very good
If I'm
job.
a pro, then I should be paid for this. That's what pro means.
Someday, honey. Someday, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this, slow and steady. Right? Right. Just gotta get on with that hustle culture. So yeah. But I agree, Kathleen Vaughn is
Hustle
like my favorite.
couture, Heather. Hustle
I made
couture.
a color called that. So
That's why I mentioned
yeah,
it.
but I'm it's not ready for prime time. I'm still working on it, but it's like another brunette shade. But yes, I love Vaughn. It's like one of my favorites. I also love Alanis Morissette, especially her hair. It's fantastic. Oh yes, Vaughn is fantastic. You're getting golf claps from Faye.
That's a golf clap.
Do you feel victorious now?
Yay.
It's either this or I've seen lots of that, like coffee house snaps or whatever they call those. What?
Horrible joke I just heard. This one's for you, Nigel. I always wanted to be a Gregorian monk, but I never got the chance.
I'm sorry if I just blew your eardrums out, by the way. Oh my gosh. That's such a bad joke. I love it.
Love it.
Ah,
Hand me that.
Yes.
Hand me that.
You were just, I'm not fluent in grunts yet. I'm getting there. I'm
Give me
getting
that.
there.
That's mine.
Come on.
Mm.
Is card. Is comb.
This is already too technical for me.
Versus.
I was never good at picking up foreign languages, Nigel. I try. But
All right, here you go, my sweet. That is your Grayson and Royal Velvet.
all right, let's try this on.
I'll get this
Whee! I'm also very much pinned into place because I'm going to be putting wigs on and taking them off for the video. So let's do this. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
off. No, that's stuck. That's staying there for the time being.
Here, hold on.
No, never mind. Just get on with it.
But it's like you've got it's no. Oh wow, that is thoroughly stuck on there. We'll get that when the
Like I
over.
said.
Yeah, your instinct on that was definitely correct. Okay, I gotta fix this a little bit. One of the things with Grayson is she's got a little permatease on top. You kind of have to play with her a little bit, or else she will just have Taco Grande Deluxe head. It will not look the way you want it to. But luckily, this is a quick fix because you just kind of have to massage the scalp a little bit. Because I think you already took the hot brush to this one, didn't you?
No.
Oh, then that's the issue.
That's the one that John just brought.
Okay, that's okay. I can make it work.
Oh, Fay Ray says, who else wants Vaughn and Love Potion?
Oh, Vaughn would look so good in Love Potion. I think that's something we should try to do a pre-sale on too. Because if we had enough people interested in that, it would be super cool because that color is amazing. I love purples though. I get really excited about purples and pinks. You've probably seen enough of them during this live stream that you know that already without me saying it, but it's true.
The devil, you say.
I know. I love weird colors. I like normal looking colors too, and I often like mixing the two. Like with that lilac honey. You got it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and people are basically saying, yes, Vaughn and Love Potion.
I love Grayson. This one's so easy to wear once you get past the taco head. And literally, you saw what I did. I just kind of massaged the top a little bit. I call it tickling the wig. But yeah, this one's quite flattering. I like it. So I think that's it for this one, isn't it?
I think that's it for the Royal Velvet. Royal Velvet.
Do you want help with those clips? And then do you want to switch seats and then I'll take those clips out for you?
No, I think we can leave it until we finish.
Okay.
You were doing your bit, so I thought I would. I didn't have much to contribute, so I thought I'd try and get this out while you were talking.
All right. Well, I think that because you led this, though, that you should also be the one in the seat when we sign off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That way you get a chance to do a wrap up.
All right. With limoncello.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's that then, folks. I think we've covered most of it. Let's see here. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. And yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, please be sure to go to our websites and submit the form at the bottom of the page, and we'll get you signed up, and you'll get to hear about all kinds of things like what's coming next. And what am I doing wrong here?
You keep going. I am going to pull up the Patreon roll.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't think that got queued in, and I want to make sure that they get their shout out.
Right. Okay.
Actually, let's go ahead and switch back again, and you just turn on your camera. I know.
No, I sat down on the
Oh, that part I did not know.
No,
My apologies.
No. Yeah. The thing about being a guy, Heather, is sometimes you can sit down wrong.
You have some extra equipment there that you have to wrangle. Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, I've got light now, and incredibly fluffy hair. I've got that whole Padme Amidala from Attack of the Clones thing going here.
You are talking to a room full of wig wearers. We know these struggles, dear. There's no shame in that game.
Right. So there we go. Right. As like Heather said, she's just getting the
Yes. I want to make sure
thing.
we get the Patreon up here.
the
So
Patreon set up. Yeah. All righty. Good stuff.
okay, so
So in general, thank you for joining us, folks. And like I said, Heather got the thing set up there.
yes. I
Alrighty.
just got to share the screen.
Let's do that then. Let's share the screen.
I'm working on it. There we go. So
Yeah.
just so you can see that here, we're on Patreon. That's what you can get there, and that's where it's at. These are the lovely folks who help us out with our Patreon, and we usually give them heads up about new releases. That may be something where I have to do it like in bulk. Last time I did it like at the end of a very, very long day, and I kind of queued it up to tell you the next morning. But I am going to try my best to make sure you get a little bit of advance notice before we open this up to the public and start advertising it to everybody. So there are all of our wonderful patrons. We want to give extra special thanks to our top patrons. And there's somebody missing on here, so I just want to say hi to Paula Dodd, and I want to thank her. I did update these slides. I just think I accessed the wrong live stream here, but thank you to Paula, who will be on the slide next time around as well. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, and to see that we will see you next week. There is one more person that I would like to say thank you to, and again, it's something where because the patron thingy didn't actually populate. Nigel, can you do a little talking for me, honey? And then I will figure out who the most recent patron is.
Yeah, we've been very, very fortunate with all our patrons lately, and I've been active on Patreon recently, answering questions and seeing
here
comments.
We go.
Yeah,
it's Lori Gickelhorn, I think is how it's pronounced. If I butchered your name, please let me know. But I wanted to say thank you to Lori, and I want to make sure she got an acknowledgement because she's our newest patron.
Of course.
So we will definitely have her added to the slides as well. So awesome. Now I feel like we've done our duty. We've shown off a bunch of hair. You went above and beyond the call of duty today, and your hair is showing the signs of that right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's so relatable, honey. You did a wonderful job with the modeling, particularly since you've never put a wig on by yourself before. You got over that hurdle during this stream. Everyone could see the evolution.
Well, I've never put on a wig before that's with hairpins in. That's a novelty.
Yeah, you did a good job though. Definitely. And I want to make sure that I took a moment to just thank you for being such a good sport about this.
Hey, no worries.
And you did a really good job full stop tonight.
Thank you, my sweet.
Absolutely. You're welcome. It's easy to say stuff when it's true. So,
don't use my lines against me.
I don't actually know if that was your line originally or if it was mine. And if we just keep trading it back and forth. Oh, hi, Ella. Hi. We're just about to sign off, but I'm glad you were able to pop in and say hi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope that Puppy Cat is doing well. Ella's got an adorable little mascot for her company, my bunny Valentine, named Puppy Cat. She is very bunny obsessed, and her store caters to that. Very adorable.
Yes.
By the way, all of the affiliates in my affiliate program, take a look. Even here, she's representing her brand when she talks. So, right? Good job, Ella. Thank you for helping me model good brand personmanship, however you would say that. I don't know. Yes. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week.
All righty. Bye, all.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us.